We are your number one super dial. We are voice of the people. We are 90.3 FM. Top of the morning to you and welcome to Front Page Review on this super dial. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. And of course, I'm set to give you all of the news, all of the stories you need to know this morning. Today being the 5th day in the month of March 2025. Let's set sail. The Punch newspaper will lead the way. On Rivers crisis, Niger Delta groups threatened violence as budget ultimatum expires today. Niger Delta groups threaten violence as budget ultimatum expires today. And then 7 suspects plead not guilty to killing Kwara student. Yeah, it's something you might just want to read. And then PDP has given up on itself, says Jandor. PDP has given up on itself, says Jandor. And then stop unlawful remands. NBA president tells Southeast CJs. Stop unlawful demand or remands rather. NBA president tells Southeast CJs. Okay, moving on now. EFCC arrests 9 suspected internet fraudsters in Abuja. Naira rally puts currency speculators on edge. Lawmakers adamant as Obasa pushes for clerk's reinstatement. Grazing roads. Mieti Allah, Afeniferi differ as states, farmers tackle federal government. Natural gas supply to NLNG reduces by 80% according to a report. Akpoti Uduagan's harassment claims signs of weakness, says Ita Giwa. Akpoti Uduagan's harassment claims signs of weakness. Ita Giwa is the one who is saying that there. And then let's get to some of those stories quickly. PDP has lost hope in itself, says Jandor is coming again. And then local government crisis, APC PDP trade words over Adeleke Akonde's meeting. Okay, Labour Party tackles NLC, rules out merger. Let me just let me stop here and then get to visit Vanguard newspaper. Vanguard has got well, some beautiful headlines this morning. All right, let me just serve you some of these headlines quickly. Yeah, Vanguard. Rivers crisis leaders. INC talk tough. Lagos Assembly. No plan to compel Obasa to resign. Lagos APC. Okay. Alleged sexual harassment. Khan opposes calls for Akpabio's resignation. Khan opposes calls for Akpabio's resignation. And then Anambra community leader murdered in his residence. Lagos Assembly, no plan to compel Obasa to resign. Lagos APC is speaking there. And then oil price declined to about $75.5 per barrel. Threatens budget 2025 revenue target. Alleged harassment. Khan opposes calls for Akpabio's resignation. And then, moving on, enforcement of Okada ban. Task force impounds 82 motorcycles. We need peace in Niger Delta. NDDC begs monarchs and youths. Catholic Church kicks as kidnappers abduct priests. Seminarian in Edo State. And then there is a cartoon there. It's a very interesting one. It says, but remove your fingers from my eyes. I need uncommon sight. Okay. Let's get to the political side of this paper now. Trump outside Nigeria, though. Trump pauses military aid to Ukraine after Oval Office clash. Trump pauses military aid to Ukraine after Oval Office clash. Lagos Assembly, Obasa in reconciliatory meeting with Miranda and other lawmakers. 19 senators denied landing permit at Taraba Airport. Senator Jinkota is the one who is saying that. And then Makinde to Oyo residents. Expect my successor's name in January 2026. Expect my successor's name in January 2026. Itagiwa is saying women can't be sexually harassed when they become senators. Oh, really? Women can't be sexually harassed when they become senators. Okay, so when they become senators, they are demigods, right? I don't know. That's what he's mourning. But let's move on. Ex-immigration CG, not killed by gunmen, died in hotel room after receiving female guest, says police. Tinubu, Kalu, orders back bill to reserve seats for women in parliament. Tinubu, Kalu backs bill to reserve seats for women in parliament. Petrol prices to continue falling until June, says Riwane. Petrol prices to continue falling. Is it falling or falling? But whatever, until June, it should continue. June is too close. I know my people are with me on these, right? I'm aware. VOP 90.3 FM. Let's see if we can check up some other stories here. But then, let's move quickly. The Nation. The Nation is next. The Nation newspaper. Check the time, 7:09 a.m. The Nation newspaper is here before me with the first one here. Army holds joint training to boost security in Lagos and, of course, in Ogun State. Rector unveils 12-point agenda for Federal Poly Oko. Why Nigerians should adopt modern methods is something you might just want to read. And then Oniba hails Supreme Court for freeing Major on manslaughter charges. Abuja Continental Hotel offers lavish iftar. Abuja Continental Hotel offers lavish iftar. First Bank holds groundbreaking ceremony for new state-of-the-art eco-friendly headquarters. 2 more to go. Federal government set to harvest $50.8 billion investment, says Trade Minister. Federal government set to harvest $50.8 billion investment promises, says Trade Minister. And finally, federal government sues MTN. Orders for hoarding information. Can we leave here now and visit Daily Trust? Of course, let's trust these guys for some more headlines this morning. We are not enemies. Shekarau speaks on relationship with Kwankwanso. He says we are not enemies. 20 killed in Ogun. Kogi road crashes. And then killings of northern drivers in southeast unacceptable, says ACF. And then First Bank flags of 40-story head office at Eko Atlantic. Akpoti Uduaghan group calls for independent investigation. And then 90% of illegal charter operations conducted in Abuja Airport. Ministerial Task Force. Federal government to implement Northeast Rights Violation Report. Let me give you 4 more and I leave this newspaper. Daily Trust. How will school closure before end of term affect pupils? How will school closure before end of term affect pupils? Is a piece you might want to grab and read there. He passed on in hotel. Police confirmed death of ex-immigration CG. And then the report comes. Ex-immigration CG dies in Abuja. Tinubu names Ogunjimi Accountant General of the Federation. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Everyone, we move quickly. The Guardian will guide us to some more stories this morning. Nigeria ranks 3rd among Africa's top 10 debtors. Top 10. People with the owe money. Top 10. Nigeria ranks number 3. Okay. Federal government may shut Abuja Airport Terminal over illegal activities. CSO laments obesity trend among 33 million Nigerians. And then 1.8 million barrel per day between plugging leakages and increasing oil production is a piece there. Concerns as 5 firms unclaimed dividends hit 30 billionaire. Unclaimed. And then can we touch on some more now? Innovation hubs as epicenter of entrepreneurship development. Lagos government firm unveils Africa's first subnational carbon exchange. And then IBB's memo, a legacy defined by betrayal. Yeah. Lagos Assembly, how Tinubu averted a repeat of history. Don't forget I shared with you a book, as regards IBB's memo. There is a headline here that says IBB's memo, a legacy defined by betrayal. There's a book I shared with everyone yesterday, written by Peter Anosike. He says 100 years of our amalgamation, Igbos, what hope in Nigeria. We took time to really discuss this. Yeah, it's a book you really need to get. It speaks so much. It has so much there. Like, this book said what Babangida couldn't say. Yes. Okay, I'll discuss, we'll talk about that later. But then let's see what the Sun newspaper has for us. Yes. It's quite sunny with a couple of headlines here. Let's see. Akpabio, Natasha face-off, Khan calls for elders intervention. And Governor Umba task SEDC on common market socio-economic infrastructure. Anambra Guba now, indirect primary recipe for electoral disaster. APC stakeholders are the ones saying that Anambra Guba indirect primary recipe for electoral disaster. Rivers crisis deepens as sacked restored chairman vow to reoccupy local government secretariats. So it's not Uhuru yet. It's not Uhuru yet at all. Okay. Pandef accuses ACF of politicizing sexual harassment allegations against Akpabio. Tinubu, Kalu back special parliamentary seats for women. And then Anambra Guba indirect primary recipe for electoral disaster. APC stakeholders is coming again. Battle for the soul of PDP in South-South. The undercurrent. PDP South-South zonal scribe Tuna denies betraying Governor Didi, wants BSHA chief whip. Okay, let's touch on the last one here. Daily Post newspaper. Peter Obi's influence made PDP lose 2023 Lagos governorship election. Who is saying this? Jandor. It says Peter Obi's influence made PDP lose 2023 Lagos governorship election. Jandor is the one saying this here. You won't be free if forensic shows human blood in Okite Soludo to Anambra native doctors. You won't be free. Okay, let me hold on there and bring in Rufai Oseni quickly to touch on some of these headlines. Rufai Oseni, good morning to you.
Morning. Let's go to Rivers.
Okay.
The way it's going, Lagos and Rivers, they have a lot in common. Because the lawmakers in Rivers, after the Supreme Court ruling that has tilted in their way, pending the Federal High Court ruling, a couple of groups are now saying that if they try to impeach the governor, that they're not going to find it funny. Because, the initial fear of the governor was about impeachment.
Of course.
Hence the actions he took, and we all know what happened in the House. And it looks as though if the court case goes their way, they might push for that, except there's a settlement. So the governor's kingsmen, the jaw unions and associations are all speaking up. Also, in Lagos State, Obasa has already consolidated his position.
Straight up.
Please, from my own sources, they didn't tell me about this new ploy. People are saying that they say after some time Obasa will resign. They didn't tell me that one. What they told me is that Obasa will be brought back. That's the part of the story I know, because some people are now saying, the new plots that will resign and all that. I don't
And
know about
I
that.
think as
What
regards that, Lagos Assembly, Lagos APC is saying there's no plan, no plan to compel Obasa to resign at
so
all.
what they told me, what my sources told me, is that they are bringing Obasa back, and my sources have been proven to be correct, 100% correct, as at when Obasa was brought back. So let's not deceive ourselves. Power play has happened in Lagos. It has happened. If some people, I don't know if they have a level of wishful thinking, so be it. My greatest shock is Florence Itagiwa, Senator Florence Itagiwa. What she said yesterday that because a woman is in the Senate, she doesn't
cannot be
have
harassed.
the role. She cannot be harassed sexually. So I wonder what kind of planet does she stay in? But I gave a comment yesterday. I said I'm not surprised. One of Natasha's greatest opposition has been women. And you see, that's why men easily play the card on women, because it's fellow women that they will use. So it goes back to this conversation about women standing up for women. So I'm not surprised, because see, in this last 1 week, some of the greatest opposition Natasha has gotten is women.
Women.
It's not that we are saying it happened or not. All we are saying is at least let's have a place for investigation, holistic investigation. But like I said yesterday also on my show, what will happen is they will make a media spectacle out of it. Nothing will happen. Because that was how people made a media spectacle out of the New Year's case. And nothing happened. And that's why we don't get anything done in this country. When the allegations are made, if for what it's worth, investigation will happen. In all of this, the dramatics personnel, Akpabio has not even come out to say, I didn't do it so that we even have a denial season, and I'm up for investigation. Please, they should investigate me. If I'm found guilty, the law should take its course. We have never heard any of that. So what they keep doing is using a lot of surrogates here and there, people to speak for them, and all of that. So
I
even
learned some women were protesting the other day.
Yes, now.
Can you imagine?
I can arrange for you. It's so easy. I can give you. Because we know how this game is being played now. If you remember, some protesters came to the TV station where I also appeared. After the investigation, just stay for about 20-15 minutes after. You see when the protesters are fighting over money. So protest is a professional industry in Nigeria. So when you see protesters come up,
funny. Very, very funny. Hello?
they are by specification. Is it the ones that are if you think we are lying, we can do an investigative documentary on it too, and we'll quickly arrange the protesters and the protest. So,
but one beautiful thing is that Tinubu, Kalu, and some other persons have backed bill to reserve seats for women in parliament.
That's a good one, but it's not just about reserving seats. We need a cultural change. That's why we should listen to all of these allegations going on. We need a cultural change. We need a cultural change. And a lot of women have been speaking. Their voices are not just loud. There are more women that are coming out to make accusations. The voices are not just loud. Somebody sent me an email yesterday of another woman, made the same allegations. So their voices are not just loud enough. That's just it. And they are afraid. And we must not give room to this culture of fear, because once we make that culture of fear enthroned in society, then none of them will want to come out and speak.
Yes, no.
And that's what's happening. And that's why I was greatly shocked at Senator Florence Itagiwa. Said she was a mother and everything. Anyway, she's been getting a lot of the backlash. And all you just know she came to do was an hatchet job. She was even coming to try to discredit Natasha's story in the name of being fair, a woman. So we are not surprised. Women will sell other women out for anything. And that's why the rights of women are not. But it will be on my legacy and on my honor that at least we did the best we can for the rights of women. And we implemented the things we could implement so that at least women are given a veritable place in society. Trump gave a speech to the assembly yesterday. He said a lot of things. Zelensky says they are ready to do a forced peace deal. And the deal might not be in their favor, on Ukraine's favor, because you can't give assurances that Russia will not attack again. If you go back and read the 1994 Budapest Memorandum, the concerns of Ukraine that Russia was not going to attack them again, that concerns are still valid. In fact, it was said that President Kakrum of Ukraine then, it was said to go meet François Mitterrand. And it was said that Mitterrand told him that Budapest Memorandum that you signed with America and Russia, they were going to deceive you. And Mitterrand was right. Mitterrand was sadly right. A new government in Donald Trump came and it derailed everything. And as at what you know today, they're in dire straits. And I keep saying, these are the openings to the Third World War. A lot of people will see now, because see what Russia will do is Russia will consolidate. Once it has consolidated, gotten its fair share of Ukraine, could get away with it. It will want to consolidate quickly because it knows that it has a president in the White House that is on its side. So we'll see how an unsafe Europe will emerge in the coming days. And you see, history is replete with examples. We saw Hitler and Sudontaland. And Neville Chamberlain said, give Hitler Sudontaland. He will not push again. After Hitler got Sudontaland, they want to push. So let's see. NATO might still have to be drawn into conflict one way or the other when Russia says they want to expand.
Okay.
So, and that's why I kept on saying this. If Trump does not cause the Third World War, it will embolden people that will cause the war. And that's exactly what he has done to Russia today. He has emboldened Russia. You know, he has started removing all the sanctions against Russia, giving them the capacity and ability to buy time. And that's the sad reality of what is happening in our world today. And why do I talk about geopolitics? Please, why do I talk about geopolitics? Geopolitics affects all of us. Our forefathers suffered during the Second World War. I had a chance to speak to people that lived through the Second World War. The first thing they will always say was how very expensive things were. In fact, let me tell you how expensive things were. Things were so expensive to the extent that the British colonial government had to start something called COLA. You know what they call COLA? Cost of living allowance. Salt, particularly, was very expensive. There was food rationing. There was food rationing. Our troops, valiant troops, went to the war and died in that war. Because there's no how you have allies, and they will call on their people to fight for them. Things were very expensive. And that's why when you started also having most of the protests against the colonial government in the 40s, because it was an offshoot of the economic conditions after the war, the Second World War. That's when you had the likes of Alimoto Peliura reigning strong, also with their political activism, because there was rationing of food. Since this Ukraine war started, I've given you instances of the cost of bread. And other things we import, it has fed into inflation. So supply chains are also disrupted. So it affects all of us one way or the other. Europe has been affected. Cost of energy went up because they get their own gas from Russia. So it affects everything. And we need to also talk about geopolitics, because a lot of countries have allies. What caused the First World War? Who would have thought that the killing of Archduke Ferdinand by Gavrilo Princip would have caused war? So we need to be careful. We need to be careful. And geopolitics affects us. It affects us all.
Okay.
Please, I also want to call for peace in Rivers State. See, because this one, the Ijaw National Council and Ijaw Youth Council have warned that any attempt to forcefully remove Governor Fubara from office will lead to, unintended consequences. They have condemned the recent Supreme Court judgments, which reinstated Martin Maule faction. They warn that those threatening impeachment against Fubara, the Ijaw youths will be left with no option than to shut down flow stations in the Niger Delta. Timi Frank has called on CJN, who heard the case, to avoid any temptation to doctor the original documents. Action Alliance said it accepted the judgment in good faith. At the same time, the chairman also elected in 2015 vowed to take over their local government headquarters. You can see the chaos now. INC President Benjamin Okaba declared that the judgment failed to acknowledge the historical and acknowledge the political sacrifice made by the Ijaw. He said any attempt to undermine Fubara will be dire consequence for the economy. They warned that any plan to destabilize Rivers State, saying that the Ijaw people will defend Fubara with every pint of blood in their veins.
I remember what
Okaba said.
Asari Dokubo also said.
Yeah. Akaba also said that INC had worked tirelessly to preserve peace in the Niger Delta. He pointed that that trend extends beyond to rivers and other parts. IYC, Ijaw Youth Council, Theophilus Alaye, the president, also said that threatening impeachment against Fubara should be careful because any forceful removal will be resisted. They're also saying that on the grounds which the Supreme Court nullified the local government elections was provocative and laughable, and relied on the Electoral College voters register. So they are also urging the Apex Court to review the judgments. In fact, I have from Grapevine, there are some committees sitting now to be able to look at judgments again. We should get some updates on that.
Okay.
Timi Frank also said in his statement that they were plots by some loyal person by former to import the issue of defection, which is still at the Court of Appeal. I had an exclusive interview with Timi Frank. It's going to be played on Sunday. All right? It's going to be played on Sunday.
Okay.
Or if you want it, I can give it to you and I can play it again on Sunday.
Okay.
Where he spoke a lot about a lot of it. If you want it, just let me know. I'll send it to your WhatsApp.
Okay.
You can play it, then I'll play it again on Sunday.
No problem.
Where he talked about all of these things and he made his heart known, And also the case of the elected local government chairman that was sacked from office in 2015, they are vying to take over various councils. They said they were returning to take over the local government council. On Friday, an appeal court sitting in Port Harcourt set aside the judgment of the Federal High Court presided by Justice Lambo Akoni, who sacked the local government chairman elected on the platform of the APC in 2015. So the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission conducted the local government election during the administration of the then governor, Rotimi Amechi. 10 years after, the Court of Appeal sitting has upturned the decision of the lower court, which sacked the 23 men. The judgment of a 3-man panel led by Laga Balogun criticized the Federal High Court that refused to hear the issue of the jurisdiction raised by the applicants. They stated that the chairman and their councillors were duly elected and declared that the judgment that earlier sacked them was null and void. So that's another conundrum here. 10 years after judgment, coming to raise his head again. Right?
Okay.
But in all of this, Fubara is still doing a lot of that he will remodel the River State Fire Headquarters, and in the coming days they're going to do more. He said the fruit markets, they're going to also do a lot about it. He was talking about also the tanker that fell on Woji Eleno Road, but immediately the incident happened. He said the fire service, multinational fire service, responded and arrested the situation. He also said, he talked about governance issues generally, but we should also call for calm downs to prevail. Because these lawmakers might want to go for broke. and the Joy youths are already threatening.
Okay.
So
Thank you. Thank you.
we should all be careful. It is well.
Thank you, Rufai Sini.
Mm.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. All right. Let's see. There's some stories now. Now to Anambra State, everyone. Well, I don't know what Anambra will look like, but my only concern is it shouldn't take the turn of look like what is happening in River State right now, because it's going to be very, very funny. Yes, it's going to be very, very funny if it happens. But then I will want to get the views of a political enthusiast. Yeah, right. Let's have a former commissioner of police. Let's have CP Chooks and one talk to us on that. Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, Ikami Judy, and to the listeners.
Good morning, sir. I quickly want to take you first to Anambra State. Yes, your state. As regards Anambra Guba, it's an indirect primary recipe for electoral disaster. That is an APC stakeholder that is saying this. Members of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in Anambra State have warned against an indirect primary system in choosing the flag bearer in the Anambra governorship election scheduled for November this year. All right. The party members speaking under the platform of the APC, of the Anambra APC Stakeholders Forum, said adopting the indirect primary system was a recipe for electoral disaster that would ruin the victory chances of the party at the polls. CP, would you want to help us understand that?
Well, you see, if the party wants to shine and if they are positive about the election, they should follow the tenets of internal democracy. That is a situation whereby whatever they do in their Congress or convention to elect or select whoever should go for the election as the governorship flag bearer, they should follow that internal democracy, because that will be what is acceptable to each and every member of the political party, especially the stakeholders. Any attempt to subjugate that or do anything in the name of indirect primaries will pitch tents against warring lots or warring faction in the party. It will create division in that party. And the party should further realize that it's not strong in Anambra State. Granted that it's a party at the center, they are the ruling party. But many are taking advantage of them being the ruling party and jumping into that party to see if they can leverage on the presence of the president and commander-in-chief to win the election. So to join that party is one, and to win at the general election is another. So they should better watch it and see that they do the right thing, at least to try their luck. Because as far as the election for Anambra State is concerned, ABGA, which is the ruling party, which Professor Soludo is the incumbent, has an edge over the other parties on ground in that state. I'm just talking or saying this being somebody from that state and from the feelers I get.
But then, CP, with this agitation and the way APC is really planning, do you think Soludo is safe?
Soludo himself, you see what they did. They took him aback, or they took him, because I'm sure ABGA is only standing in Anambra. They are not in any other state in the southeast. That shows that they have been whittled down. The other states they were strong was Rochas or Koracha in Imo then. And even this person, the present Alex Oti of Abia, was also flying the flag of ABGA. It's just this Labour Party movement because of Obi that helped Lexoti to win Abia. So, having said that, it is clear that the party is only wishing and thinking, at least with the presence of the commander-in-chief in the person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they can still find their feet in Anambra State.
Okay.
And then they can also leverage on somebody that has goodwill, though he seems to be retiring gradually, which happens to be Ngige, Dr. Chris
Ngige,
the former governor of Anambra State. You know, he has been a strong member of APC because APC offered him the platform when he had issues in Anambra State. And through that, through the ACN of Tinubu, he became senator in the Anambra State arrangement between 2011 and 2015, representing Anambra Central. You know, so, well, politics is not very rigid. It is something that is neither here nor there. It depends on the good candidate a party produces. If they bring out a candidate that is loved by the people, the candidate will swear and they remove the sitting governor.
All right.
It has happened before and it can happen again. After all, Mbadinu Juchimoke, who was the first governor in the Fourth Republic between 1999 and 2003, was removed as sitting governor, you know, by Chris Ngige then, before they said it was Obi that won the election.
Okay.
Thank
you, CP. Before I let you go, the candidate of the PDP, you know, for the 2023 governorship election in Lagos State, Abdulaziz Adediran, popularly known as Jandor, has claimed he lost because of Peter Obi's influence. You know, according to him, his campaign had gained huge momentum before the February the 25th, 2023 election. The headline says, Peter Obi's influence made PDP lose 2023 governorship election. Lagos governorship election rather. Peter Obi's influence made PDP lose 2023 Lagos governorship election. This is according to Jandor. How would you look at this statement?
No, but he's correct. That's exactly what happened. You know, Peter Obi, not as a person, but as a mark for change 23. That was what we witnessed, not only in Lagos, but across the Federation. That was when they had the obedient movement. It was the movement of the masses and the workers and the wretched of the earth. They wanted a change because the people were already suffering, you know. And they looked at Peter Obi, they had looked at his pedigree, they checked out his character, they checked out his integrity. They saw that I think this is a better person to ride the horse and carry the ship of state along. And that was what made everybody, irrespective of religion and irrespective of tribe, to key in. And it reflected when the presidential election came up. So that obviously affected Jandor, to be very frank with you.
Okay.
Because, because by then, a lot of critics had already marked out APC. Nobody was talking about APC any longer because of the way they ran the government between 2015 and 2023. The effect was very heavy on Nigerians. And that was what caused the emergence of obedience. And it was that obedience that scattered the table in a lot of places.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And then this same man has said that the PDP has given up on itself.
Well, he's right to an extent because, PDP is no longer what it used to be.
According to him, he said due to persistent internal crisis. Persistent internal crisis. That's what he's citing. Obviously,
they have been having internal crisis since 2019. And the thing degenerated more after 2023 election or around 2023 election. And as we speak, a lot of the members are either quarreling amongst themselves, and some are already decamping. And you know the Nigerian system is such that everybody is talking of his stomach infrastructure. So those who are leaving PDP are going to places where their bread will be buttered. And that is particularly APC. It's not as if those who love APC. They don't love APC. They only want to use the opportunity of the APC to enter into political offices and get elected or get appointed.
So, TP, are we now ruling? Are we ruling out PDP in the next general election the way it is, the way things are going now?
Well, you don't rule out a party completely. You know my reason?
Mm-mm.
You saw how Labour came up. Nobody ever reckoned Labour until the soul will be there, and Obi marketed himself to the extent that he became very acceptable to the generality of Nigerians. And it could happen in 2027. They may draft him and tell him, leave Labour, come to PDP, because the structures are there and the party has a good spread. And he may go there and turn things around. All those who will in Labour will abandon Labour and join him in that PDP and spring surprises. So anything can happen in politics. But much of those problems you see in those political parties are not just like that. It is the tactics that is used, especially by the ruling party, to weaken the opposition and weaken the other parties, because they see them as opponents, and they see them, leaving them to get stronger will pose a very serious challenge for them to retain government, both at the center and at the subnationals, down to the local governments. So that's exactly what is playing out. So they want to always cause confusion in the house of the opposition. That's exactly what is playing.
Jandor said PDP has given up on itself, and some persons will respond by saying, why won't it happen when you have the likes of Wike, who is in PDP at the same time with the All Progressives Congress, and some other persons like that who are, there are several moles in the PDP. So we should expect what we're seeing now. Don't you think that's the case here?
Well, you see, to an extent, that's exactly what I was saying, but in different way. That any party, even if you are the driving force in the APC, you will do the same. You don't want anything that will pose a threat or danger to your position, both as being the chief helmsman and your party. So you need to get people and infiltrate the ranks of other parties and weaken them, especially where you see that they are getting momentum. And before you know it, if it gathers momentum, it will not only consume a state, it can come and consume the center. So you'll be you'll be awake 24/7 to be coming out with strategies.
Thank you.
To strengthen your position.
Thank you, CP. Appreciate you for talking to us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you for following.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. It's time to talk to you. Yeah, it's time to have your own say, your opinion. Okay? But it's just going to be right after this, okay? When I come back, I'll take your calls and read your messages.
When long throats don't make you chop as belleful, waka quick back to nature like our old mama and papa demo. Now the bitter way them food bitter, they wake up mouth and stomach to begin work on top the food to waka seredi werere.
Yo bitters they clean body inside out. If body no get dirty, the immune system go work well. Yo bitters they buy waist pain, constipation, and it gets correct vitamins them to make body they gym. Yo bitters.
E no get alcohol. Na Ablat Nigeria Limited maker. Yo Organics 9 they distributor. We there for Facebook and Instagram at Yo Bitters NG. Yo Bitters.
It be pangba medicine for the family.
If you want to be heard, say here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. People 90.3 FM.
Get one Amber powder. was strong kakaraka. Waiting be the name. Domin Herbal Powder, Naibi Baba.
Domin Herbal Powder is your #1 immune booster for general well-being. It also helps people with high blood pressure, diabetes, and all other chronic diseases. Domin Herbal Powder is organic. Just add a teaspoonful into a small cup of hot water and drink in the morning before meals and evening after meals. Domin Herbal Powder is available in all pharmacies and herbal shops in Nigeria. For bulk purchase, visit Obed Israel Enterprise Nigeria Limited, B33 Jigawa Plaza Trade Fair Market, or Rich Priest Pharmacy, 21 Afolabi Street, Tipa Garage, Egbe, Lagos, or Solid Sycamore Pharmaceutical Limited, 9 Ehi Street, Ijesha, Surulere, Lagos. For more information, call 0704 591 7000, or for Ghana, 054 31-581-95. Domin Herbal Powder is not for persons below 12 years, not for pregnant and nursing mothers. Domin Herbal Powder, for your overall well-being.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. If you're about to call me, kindly move away from your radio set or turn down the volume so we can hear each other. Just about 2 minutes for you. Mind what you say on a national radio. All right? Are we good to go? Let's start with this person. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good
How
morning.
are you?
I'm doing fine. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you for starting with me from this end.
Good morning.
My name is Peter Monse from Shomolu.
Good morning.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Jandor, sorry for him. The influence of Peter Obi in Lagos. He was not the only one that lost. Even Tinubu lost Lagos State. And someone who was about to lose Lagos State before they now schemed out that dangerous and demonic scheme they played, stopping if I say now, the obedient movement, I mean, majority of the obedient movement that we're about to put out, someone who will stop, will debarred from voting. If they have allowed the people to vote, by today, I am telling you the fact that from where I am in Shomolu, Sanwo-Olu would not have been returned to office as the governor of Lagos State. So the obedient movement was a movement for change. It was a revolution that Nigerians say, no, you cannot come and destroy the whole country that God gave to us with everything, and then you want to use how many years to destroy it? That was what obedient movement stands for, which I am keeping on drumming into the ears that, look, our people say the retreat of a lion is not a sign of weakness. The fact remains that because they have boxed the obedient movement to the corner and they have stopped the change, we should regroup. We should be prepared that Nigeria must be recovered. Nigeria must be saved. Look at what is happening in Rivers State. That what Trump is doing, trying to side the Russia against Ukraine, is what Tinubu at the moment is doing, siding Wike camp against Fubara, and then forgetting the fact that that is the area where you could call, that is the hand that lays the golden age of Nigeria. With all those groups that are warning, do you think that if any crisis boomerang in Rivers State, that Nigeria will be safe? Tinubu does not look at that. You came, instead of serving the country, serving the Nigerian people, you play politics in everything. You are talking about giving special seat, passing a bill, sponsoring a bill, or backing a bill that gives special seat to women. Is it the women special seat that you came to do in Nigeria? You see how electricity sector is dealing with Nigerians, closing down businesses, both multinational, national, and private businesses. How the bus close down all businesses. Tinubu does not sponsor a bill or back a bill that will make Nigeria to breathe. You have seen what is happening in security sector. Nigerians are being kidnapped, are being killed. He doesn't talk about a bill for that. He doesn't talk about the bill to reform the electoral sector so that he himself as the president will no more have a hand in selecting INEC president. This is what we want. Not the bill for women to have special seats. We need a bill for Nigerians to breathe. The need for Nigerians to move on with their lives. So, obedient movement, we are ready. Nigerians from north, from south, who love Nigeria, who know we have a stake, should be ready. Finally, sir, on those that are barring children from going to school because of fasting, I want to say those people that have their children abroad, who are also Muslim, they should tell those countries abroad to stop their children from going to school there. Let all of them join this fasting. If fasting has become a means of depriving Nigerian children of school, you know how many out-of-school children already we have on hand. And you know how educationally disadvantaged some parts of the North are. And then you come up with this ungodly policy, debarring children from going to school. Their children abroad should be stopped from going to school. Nigerians in diaspora, can you rise up? Because if I were there with you, I would have made that movement. We should stop their children there from going to school until after the Ramadan fast.
All right.
Thank
you.
We will talk more another day if Christ tarries.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
Appreciate you. Hello, good morning to you. What's your name and where you calling from?
Jude.
Good morning.
My name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abanaja in Ikotu.
Let's go.
I come in peace. Yeah, as for Lagos State, the coming back of Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, well, it's okay. But they can never be total peace in Lagos State Assembly when this man is still the Speaker of the House. They can only be seen as peace in the graveyard. But if he's coming back, will bring political stability to Lagos State. And of course, he shows serious maturity of Abuja control. Then so be it. Then as for Itagiwa, that is Senator Natasha Kuti, that is what Itagiwa has said concerning that. I think Nigerians should believe that. You as a woman, or even as a man, if you undergo an election like territorial election, and then all the whims and caprices you are able to overcome such things, and then you get elected to the House, you can't be talking of such, things like sexual harassment, because during that election, you overcame all the things. So, I still maintain that Senator Natasha is just playing to the gallery, making sure that she is playing to the guy because she knows that many Nigerians are gullible. And they know that many Nigerians don't want Gospel Akpabio as the Senate president, probably because of what he has said in the past. But what he has said in the past will not bring this president saying that Senator Natasha is doing. Because I'm saying that Natasha is diverting the attention of many Nigerians who are emotional and unnecessarily sentimental.
Right.
So the major point of her misbehavior on the floor of the Senate. They're going to Rivers finally. Please don't enjoy use on those National Council. They should be very careful. The Supreme Court has given judgment, and that judgment remains final.
Thank you.
Don't preempt what the House of Assembly will do. Don't say that you are going to destroy our national assets, the oil and the gold back to the Greek, because that is, in fact, a feasible threat to the national government, that's federal government. And the federal government should be very aware of this. Prevention is better than cure.
Appreciate
if you do anyhow, you see.
It's okay, Peter Osifo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God. What happened? So sorry. Okay, sorry. Please do call back, okay? Sorry about that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Kamjude.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Afunwa Adama, calling from Edimu.
Thank you.
Agree to Peter Amonse to make me proud every morning. Not that somebody now don't come spoil my morale. I don't want to mention them. What is there inside? What I'm trying to say that why Wike and the day for APC and the day for PDP, whether country is happening for this climate edge for democracy, Wike day for APC and the day for PDP, one man today, two parties, and we get president and we get judiciary and they are looking about it. They didn't say anything. One. Tinubu give him Minister of Federal Capital. So why he give that Minister of Federal Capital is because of 2027 election. Make him try to grab Federal City as a grab River State. make them ask Wike question, and make Wike do needful.
Okay.
If you want to join PDP, make him join PDP. If you want to join APC, make him join APC. Make we know where he belongs to. Make him not destroy River State.
Okay.
Make him not destroy River State.
It's
That's
okay.
my own contribution this morning.
Thank you, Afuma. I appreciate you. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, are you there? We can hear you. Good morning to you. You call back. Call back if you can. Good morning here. What's your name? And of course, where you calling from? I've got several messages. Maybe I should be reading these messages one after the other now, right? But let's take this call first. Good morning.
Good morning, Judy. Ikami Judy.
Good morning to you.
How was your night?
My night was good. What's your name?
The truth.
Okay.
Concerning what is happening in Nigeria, is there any truth in what is happening around the state or the national? And righteousness exalts a nation, and the opposite is what you are facing now. Concerning River State, Tinubu and the man in the federal capital, they want to capture River State for 2027. And they should be very, very careful so that there won't be war. Let me go straight in this country. The APC, by force or by fire or by anything, they want to make this nation a one party, which is not good for the convenience of this country. It's not good if we have one party system. See what is happening in Osun State. See what is happening in Lagos State. So they are ready, they are planning, they should be careful, they should look for tomorrow. No situation is permanent. So
all right.
There is God, there is a man, one man, who nobody call that. There is God.
My friend, I've not heard from him for a while. My friend,
There is God.
Thank you so much. What is this guy's name, Seth? Oh, you see now, I don't forget my friend's name. I've not heard. Where have you been? If you can hear my voice, please. I need you. There is God. It's God, actually. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Chike. I'm calling from Apapa.
Okay.
Yes. I just want to talk about the River State, the Kubara and the Wike. Let me put it that way. There is an adage in my language that said that Nozu Talanam Analeti Abam.
Meaning?
Okay. What it means is that the mosquito that bites a man on his manhood, that the mosquito will slap.
Okay.
Because if you try to do that, you will face the consequences. The South and Southeast is different from the Southwest, where everybody bow down for one man. So whatever Wike and APC, Tinubu and all of them is doing, they should be very, very careful. They should be very, very careful. This is not, River State is not a place where you play politics of Lagos State. That's just what I want to say. Thank you. Good morning.
Okay. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Can you speak up? Speak up, please.
My name is Ola. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah.
My name is Ola.
All right.
I'm calling you from Mushi.
Okay.
All right. I just want to, thank you for what you are doing. You're doing a great job. And I want to let the callers who are calling, talking about, the truth about it. And you know that, tomorrow they will reap what they are talking about. Somebody who is condemning what is happening in River State, you should know that whenever the cup is filled up, you will too drink out of that water. Because there are some things that people don't ought to say on air because it's not one person that is listening. The work that people are facing, the problem that people are facing here in Lagos, facing in Nigeria here, and somebody will come and supporting what is the wrong. I pray that God will help that person.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Carmen Judy.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Doing great. What's your name?
Grandma Maggie.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I want to talk to an Ikagiwa, the senator, the past senator. The woman is not, I'm sorry, I'm a woman. The woman is not talking like a woman. The impression she's giving people is like this thing goes on in that place. So they don't see it as something. If somebody is talking about Natasha having 6 children, that is her private life. If she let her have children for 1,000 men, is none of anybody's business. I was thinking Itagiwa will stand up for this woman, but it's like they all envy her and they want her to play along like they have played along. Fabio has not come out to say anything till tomorrow. Maybe next tomorrow he will say something. So he has paid, money is the rule of the game in Nigerian politics. But women should stand up for this woman. Even if she told the husband earlier or not. Because her statement was that Fabio was having a birthday, they are family friends. So she doesn't want to disturb the whole thing, spoil the husband's mind. So she took her time to tell the husband. And if the husband can come up and say, yes, my wife has told me this, what's another person's business to say she's telling lies? I think in this country we need a lie detector. But Nigerians, you can always manipulate it. But it is unfair if women could not stand up for this woman. Enough should be enough. They say, I think that place they use it as a brothel. Because if not, men should also say what Fabio has done or said, the age has said, is wrong. But if they see it as the order of the day, may the Lord help us in this country. Have a wonderful day. God bless you, sir.
Have a wonderful day too. Thank you for calling. Thank you so much. Okay, you permit me to touch on some of your messages now quickly, okay? Benjamin from Shogunle, I'll begin with you. He said, let Dangote and NNPCL drop the pump price significantly to have impact in the prices of goods and services. This kobo drop would not have impact in the price of goods and services. Rather, the transporters enjoy it alone because they are not reducing their transport fare. Nigerians are still waiting to see the campaign promises of security, affordable available electricity. President Tinubu promised Nigerians. Benjamin, thank you. Okay, let's go this way now. The Ijaw National Congress threatening violence if Ubara is unnecessarily impeached. And I'm 100% in support of the Ijaw National Congress, and the federal government ought to have known that Rivers people are not Imo State people. Leo from Lagos sent that message and he said, Tinubu appointed one of his brothers from Southwest as an accountant general of the Federation. And can they see that Tinubu is a tribalistic and nepotistic president of, some Nigerians? Because he's not what you saying? Okay, it's okay. Mayor from Ikotu Egbe is saying good morning to everyone in the studio. Please, we are meant to understand that our people from the Southwest are more educated than other people in the country. But I, Mayor, will never believe that, because how can you be so educated and only one man, Tinubu, is controlling them all? Who is that in Southwest that can challenge or disobey Tinubu's orders? Right from the traditional rulers and pastors, the obas, the educated and non-educated. This can never happen in the North. that we are saying that they are in the list of education in Nigeria. Talk less of what are you trying to say? The Southeast. One man ordered the return of the impeached Speaker Obasa, where 37 lawmakers' action was rendered useless by one man called Jagaban. What a shame. What Wike is trying to do in Rivers State. But the people said no, it cannot happen. Mayor from Ikotun Egbe. Good morning, Nikamijide. My name is what now? He said, my name is Shegun from Ejigbo. Where is the food that came down? All is calm. Okay, you mean the price of food, right? I can understand. HRHBC Nwoko says, happy Ash West Day to everyone. First of all, he said that the rate of insecurity in Nigeria is becoming unbearable. To be honest with you, these criminals have been pampered so much, and if something drastic is not done about it, it will generate to a full-blown war of criminals. I therefore urge the government to wake up and put these criminals where they belong to. And for Ita Giwa, she should hide her face in shame and stop defending what she doesn't know about. He's sending this message from Oshodi. Elder Mazu Gochukwu is saying Wike is about to cause unrest in Rivers State. Mr. President should caution him now before it's too late. Governor Sanwo-Olu, we need footbridge in Toyota bus stop Ladipo. Free mass in Namdekalo. Come. Elder, this advert we they take me do every morning, so you go pay for Ramo. It's okay. Senator Ita Giwa is wrong by saying female senators should or cannot be sexually harassed. Truck drivers allegedly truck drivers alleged killings is unacceptable. Security agencies must thoroughly investigate the matter. Tinubu appointment of Ogunjimi as AGF is another act in disregard of federal character. Finally, let Akpabio versus Natasha Imbrogio be handled by an independent body, not the Senate Committee on Ethics. Osimaje in Shasha is the one who is sending that message. Franco Nero from the United States of America has this to say. It says that the PDP is slowly shooting itself according to Jandor, when the likes of Wike and co-travelers are ensuring that the PDP fails at all levels and nothing is done to rein him. It shows that the party lacks any capacity to take on the APC. Former Senator Ita Giwa's statement is a big shame and a disgrace to women. Meanwhile, Trump and his chaos and disastrous policies are harming the U.S. and, of course, the national security by forcing arms to Ukraine while trying to lift sanctions on Russia. Trump has become an ally of the enemies, that is Russia, of American, while making American friends like Canada and Mexico the U.S. enemies, using the dumbest tariff war in history, according to the Wall Street Journal. Nigerians must begin to choose the best of us to rule the rest of us, to get the best from us. May God help and heal our land. Frank O. Nero from the United States of America sent that message. Thank you so much. And this person is saying that, what's your name? No name here. But he says that the problem we have in this country is that no matter how Gary entered the eye, oh my God. Gary Bo. Okay, let's move on, everyone. Okay, Rufai in this program is 9 in the morning. I've answered that question, right? 9 a.m. on Sunday. Listening to Madam Ita Giwa's words concerning Natasha Akpabio, I began to doubt her integrity when she was in the Senate. A mother and a grandmother like her can't be honest with her words, siding Akpabio indirectly, right? Okay, what's your name now? Churchill from Ikorodu is saying, good morning to you. What's wrong with Mama Bakassi, former Senator Ita Giwa? Let this sexual harassment matter between Senate President and Natasha be investigated. Local government chairman in Rivers State sacked by Supreme Court may not leave office. Possible confusion and anarchy in the state. Removing Fubara may cause consequences in Rivers State and our nation at large. Ijaw groups are speaking up now. Judiciary. Do something now. Lagos State House of Assembly, how far? Babasokwe democracy and party interest. Jandor, you are correct. His Excellency Peter Obi's influence affected you in Lagos State. The worst are ruling the best of us. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Churchill from Ikorodu is the one who sent that message. Good morning to you. Why did Eco Electric downgrade VGC Aja, a high income earners, right, from band A to band C, and upgraded all the areas of low income earners from band C to band A? They want to kill the poor in Nigeria. Chike from Festac. And he also sent, the notice of upgrade and downgraded feeders for March 2025. I see that. I see that. Thank you so much. What's your name now? You need to... Okay. It's okay. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Let's take more calls. Let's take some calls now. And let's also read some few more messages before we wrap things up this morning. Thank you. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jude. Jude.
Hi, good morning.
How's it going? Well done.
Thank you.
This is Mayor from Festac.
Mayor, let's go quickly. But no, you sent a message already now, Mayor. No do am like that now. I go read your message. You still call again. Some persons have not been able to even have one. In fact, their number not even connects. They don't try it higher. Let's give some persons a chance, please. Is it like you send a message or you call anyone? Thank you.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Jude.
I can hear you. Good morning.
Hello.
Oh. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Please, I want to ask whether we have law in this country. Do we have law at all? Why is it this government is going up and down? What is the essence of coming to government then? Somebody there APC, somebody there for PDP. Why is it? What kind of government they are practicing? Is it how to this thing doing in America, Japan, Spain, Germany, and all that? Why our own is quite different?
Okay.
Now look at what government are doing. Now you tell his Fubara to obey the court order. Then why did they not obey the judgment they give in Nnamdi Kanu? Why is it this kind of thing in this country? We are still sitting, looking. Things are happening. Is that how to rule a country? Please, let us come out and discard all these people. They come to kill the Nigerians. Why God has already given us all the resources we have. Then these people are destroying it. Is that what we are going to do? Judiciary, somebody pocket judiciary, pocket police, pocket army. What kind of democracy we are practicing?
It's okay.
Please, this thing is getting annoyed though.
As well.
Somebody from the ages of small, getting 80, still suffering in this country. What kind of government we are running off? We are looking. Somebody said, they say no, don't say it in radio. While the other people are doing more than that. Is that what we are going to stay? Everybody left in this world.
Okay.
Please ask government. Tell me, ask Tinubu and the wicked. Is that how to do something? You're there in the APC. You're there in the PDP. Is it how to do run a country?
Thank you.
It's unfair.
Let's leave it there. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's your name? This person is saying good morning. The bane of development in the northern part of Nigeria is because their politicians mix religion and politics. Why is it that it's only when a southern person is president? Why didn't they give this fasting holiday throughout 8 years Buhari's regime? These acrimonious politics happening everywhere currently can't lead Nigeria anywhere. May God save our land. Amechi from Mafoluku. Thank you so much, Amechi. Okay, good morning to you. The caller that usually calls, I saying there is God, oh, his name is Good News. Okay. Hey, so everybody now good news, friend. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Yesterday, there's let me give out an information right now. Obasanjo is a news now. Is a breaking one. Obasanjo to release 2 new books to celebrate 88th birthday. With this is a confession again to Abi, and just to let us know how far so far. But hey, everyone, yesterday I brought Peter Nosike, the author of the book 100 Years of Amalgamation, Igbos, What Hope in Nigeria, to talk about the book. And at the end, I told those who are interested in the book to indicate interest by sending me a message, right? And about 120 people sent messages, and among them is some Nigerians in the United States, Houston, Texas, in particular, who want hundreds of copies of the book and even a printing and a marketing right. That is, they want to print and start selling the book to Nigerians in the United States. So if you are among those who indicated interest, endeavor to pay up, because I don't know how many copies, they may be asking for. Business is first come, first serve. And then, OBJ, the book is still here with me. It's just 5,000 naira. He wanted everyone to just get the knowledge. It's quite deep and very rich. And I said, those who listened yesterday, I said, if you want this book, it's just send a message to 070-121-46454. It's very simple. 070-121-46454, and you get the book. Okay, that's simple. So, but now, book. We are now in the era of books. God is on our side. Tochukwu Gasmer is about to write a book too, and what can I say? What can I say? Let's write books. So it's good to read books. It's good to read books. All right. Away from that, I quickly want to say happy birthday to, what's her name now? Mrs. Afam Fehitola. This one is by my friend, O.C. Morale. He said, join me in wishing my able sister and female colleague in the Nigerian army, Mrs. Afam Fehitola, a deputy. Happy birthday to her today. More promotions and good health and long life and prosperity. Amen. And of course, happy Ramadan Kareem to you all from OC Morale at Lieutenant General T.A. Lagbaja Army Cantonment. Oh, they don't change that name. They don't change that name. Everyone, I will be here again by 10:30 a.m. And until then, I will read. When I come back, I'll read all of your messages. Okay? Happy birthday to everyone who is also celebrating today. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. It's time to go. Good morning to you. I'll join you again. Thank you.
Please note,